In the middle of a cold night in 1984, but the Colts are back, and we're underway in Baltimore. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Good team on it. Good team on it. Hey, tight.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Focus, defense, focus. Check.
Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. It's the sackmaster, Justin Houston, who comes up with it. He's at the 50. Charles, there's something special about those big D linemen bringing it in off the tip there. Really nice coordination.
Very much so, and I think what we've seen, and I'm going to put it at about the last 5 years, maybe a little bit longer, coaches placing a bigger emphasis on ball drills, even for defensive linemen, because possession is so key. When you've got a chance to take one away, you want people comfortable with the football, and it paid off there.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Come to me, it's me. Check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. What we got?
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Touchdown, defense. Let's go, rush. 48 Mike. 48 Mike. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 11.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Don't be scared. On.
They snap it to Luck. And he's got his man Hilton. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going it. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. Tuck it away. Take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. His first carry of their 2nd drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their 1st drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
Oh, you mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Double dog. That's the way.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Brings up third down and 11.
Buddy up. Go 58 to Mike. Help. Watch the twist. Delta.
On third down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just covered?
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens have cut it to within a score. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Get ready.
They're on 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Love. Throw left side is complete to Rodgers. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patches, I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Look out!
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Watch out, watch out.
On first down, it's Long. Left side, Doyle with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Line 40. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Throwing again is Long. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rodgers. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Luck now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Again, Luck. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
That's me. 40's mine, 40's mine. You're right, you're right, you're right. Line 40, easy, alert, alert.
On 2nd and 10, Locke. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Throwing on 2nd down, Jackson. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. They gonna run you. Back. Deuce. Strong right.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll set them back 5.
We play to win. Let's go.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
48 to Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. 20. Check 25. Tighten up. Check. Alert flare. Go ahead. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Whip. Watch the whip. Reggie. Check.
Just beating the play clock is Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To try again after the sack. Luck. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They're going to go for it here on fourth. Luck in the offense is going to stay out there.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. So don't say nothing. 41's the Mike. 41's the Mike. Check, 41. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Check. Lucky. On.
They're going to go. It's Luck. And he's got Rodgers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
Let's go, fellas.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Luck. And Rodgers has it over on the right side. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Luck, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Luck. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
7 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. To the air again, Luck. And Luck will be intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Patrick on Wassor. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Luck. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Luck throwing again. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I'll just figure there's something wrong with the football.
Luck now to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Stepping, and he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Andrew Luck scoring on the keeper from 6 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. He doesn't need a lot of space for an electric run. He showed that there. Heck, they told us this week they were hoping he would break a big one. He just did.
And what did his offensive... I mean, remember we talked with the offensive line? And one of the guys, one of the stalwarts said, I don't even have to make a great block for him. If I just breathe bad breath on the guy in front of me, often that opens up enough space for him to go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Throwing is Jackson. Open man is the tight end, Nick Boyle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up the first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run it.
Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of 35. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Ingram. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you win two.
You're without a doubt.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23.
80's getting the ball here. 80's getting the ball. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Here's Lott. This goes out right to Doyle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley Cox, his tight end, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Hey, my 7.
Luck. But he's got his man Hilton. And he's taken down inside the 30. Luck able to find Hilton there for a Colt 1st down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. Luck now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Doyle. 15 yards on the play, first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Luck going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now it's Hines. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They snap it to Luck. And no, it's incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they pass on the chance to kick the go-ahead field goal, and that may be one they're going to regret big time.
And I think the head coach is going to have some explaining to do, right? Because in this situation, you kick the field goal to give yourself that chance at victory. But
it's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 69 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
4 down, 4 down. Kill.
Here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Throwing now is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
You can't stop me.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Check out. 40.
Now Luck. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Close. 41 right. You can't block.
Now it's Luck. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. One last throw here for Luck. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down again. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it, because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.